Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into the DEWALT ATOMIC 20V MAX Reciprocating Saw. The specific model is DCS 369B.
Right, and that atomic name, that's DEWALT, signaling these are their most compact tools, really designed for tight spots.
Exactly. So our mission for you today is to really get under the hood, understand its capabilities, the design thinking, and, where its real value lies. Because this is where it gets interesting. This tool, it's built around a very specific trade-off.
It really is. It prioritizes being incredibly portable, easy to handle, maybe over having the absolute raw cutting power you'd find in bigger saws.
And it fits into this broader trend we're seeing, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. Across cordless tools, manufacturers are getting much more specialized, compact, ergonomic designs for specific jobs, specific trades. This saw is, well, a perfect example.
So the big question for you listening is this lightweight, one-handed saw the right tool for your kit? Or are those compromises maybe a deal breaker? Let's figure that out. Now, that core philosophy, portability first, it really shows. And that B in the model number, DCS 369B, that's key.
Yeah, B for bare tool, meaning no battery, no charger in the box.
Which is great if you're already bought into the DEWALT 20V MAX system. You just slap your existing battery on, makes it cheaper up front.
But if you're new, you got to factor in buying those separately. Or look for a kit version like the DCS 369P1, though that'll cost more initially.
Okay, let's talk ergonomics. This thing gets a lot of praise there. It's only, 3.13 pounds bare?
Yeah, just over 3 pounds, which is like 37% lighter than DEWALT's other compact saw, the DCS 367. That's not trivial.
So in practice, how much does that weight difference actually matter?
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Especially for overhead work or reaching into awkward spots. One-handed use becomes much, much easier. Less fatigue over the day, definitely.
And the vibration control. Users seem to love that.
They do. It's remarkably smooth for its size. Lower vibration means, well, less strain on your hands and arms. You can work longer, more comfortably. It's a big ergonomic win.
Makes sense. What about blade changes?
Super easy. Tool-free lever release. Quick swaps.
Convenient, yeah. But there's a small catch, right? Linked to that compact atomic design.
Uh-huh. The blade clamp only has 2 positions, teeth up or teeth down.
Unlike some bigger saws that give you 4 orientations for flush cutting and stuff.
Exactly. It's one of those design compromises for keeping it so small and light. A trade-off.
And safety. I noticed no external lock-off switch.
Nope. It's integrated right into the variable speed trigger. Pull the trigger, it goes. Let go, it stops. Pretty straightforward.
Plus, it's got some nice extras like the pivoting shoe.
Yeah, with that little hook, almost like a claw.
Oh.
And a bright LED light, plus a belt clip. Practical touches.
Okay, so performance. Where does this saw really, nail it? And where does it maybe struggle?
Right. Its sweet spot is definitely specific tasks. Think plumbers, electricians, cutting PVC, ABS, copper pipe, EMT conduit, maybe some threaded rod, nails embedded in wood, too.
Okay.
It's also surprisingly good for landscapers or even homeowners doing pruning. Small branches, roots, clearing brush.
And light demo?
Yeah, light stuff. Drywall cutouts, removing old window frames. Basically, anywhere it's small size and low weight are a major advantage. Tight spots, overhead, awkward angles, that's where it shines.
But, and this seems crucial, heavy-duty stuff is a no-go.
Absolutely. Don't expect to chew through thick metal like Schedule 40 steel pipe or rebar easily. People try, and they describe it as, well, awful and painful.
Why is that?
It's mainly down to the short stroke length, only 58 of an inch. That's pretty short compared to bigger saws. And it just doesn't have the raw power for really demanding continuous cutting in dense materials. Cuts will be slow. The tool can overheat.
So durability is tied to using it correctly.
Precisely. It's built tough for professional use, but for its intended use. Short, precise, intermittent cuts. If you push it constantly into heavy demo, it wasn't designed for.
You might run into problems, like motor burnout.
Yeah, we hear reports of motors smoking. That compact body just can't shed heat fast enough under continuous high load. It wasn't designed for that kind of abuse.
So understanding its intended application is absolutely key, which really speaks to DEWALT's strategy, doesn't it?
It really does. This kind of specialization is core to the DEWALT brand, especially since that big relaunch back in 1992.
Right, after Black & Decker bought them.
Exactly. They repositioned DEWALT as the dedicated pro-grade line. It was a deliberate move, kind of like how Honda created Acura for the luxury car market, differentiating from the consumer-focused Black & Decker tools.
And that focus on specialized high-performance pro tools is exactly what the Atomic line embodies.
Absolutely. And today, DEWALT is a huge part of Stanley Black & Decker, their flagship pro brand globally.
Okay, so let's bring it all home. This deep dive into the DEWALT Atomic DCS 369B, what's the bottom line? For me, it feels like a masterclass in purpose-driven design. It's not trying to be the biggest or the baddest. It's about being incredibly compact, light, comfortable. That vibration control is a standout feature.
Yeah, looking at the bigger picture, it's clearly a specialist tool, perfect for plumbers, sparkies, remodelers doing specific tasks, landscaping too. Anywhere, size, weight, and access are paramount. But definitely not your go-to for heavy, non-stop demolition. You really need to understand what it's meant for. That's the key to making it last and being happy with it.
Which leaves us with a question for you to think about. Knowing that products like this have intentional design compromises, choosing portability over raw power, for instance, how might that change the way you evaluate and buy any specialized gear in the future? Something to chew on after we wrap up.